Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast in the fucking world with the shittiest audio with the most amazing content. Love that you all are listening to us, and we really appreciate it. So sit back and relax as we start this episode.
Right.
Which means
we need to give you some benefits like vacation or we're going to give you.
Yeah.
Dinosaur the Dude. We talked. Okay, we talked. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you 2 weeks of vacation.
Oh no, that's too generous. Thanks. Oh my gosh, you guys.
You're so welcome. You deserve it. Okay. You're a pivotal and integral part of this team.
Oh my gosh, it's just to feel valued. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to make sure that you have, discount coupons available for like oil changes and stuff. That's another big perk we're going to offer you. And then we'll go ahead and let you have access to our merch shop where you can go in there and you can buy anything that you want to. If you wanted to buy it all, you could just buy all of that. We're going to give you that access where you could go and do that.
Is the merch shop TheDinosaur&TheDude.com?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And with that, welcome everybody to this new episode of Dinosaur and the Dude.
Yay!
Wow. Hey, I just got a benefits raise.
A benefit bonus.
Yeah, full of coupons. I hope you all are having
and hugs.
And hugs. And we hope you all listening are getting a bonus in your life some sort of way. And maybe, just maybe, we're that bonus.
Hey.
Sucks for you, but hey, that's where we are.
We're sorry about you, but we're happy about it.
Well, cool. We were just having some technical mumbo jumbo jargon stuff. And then I realized, oh shit, we could do this for an hour.
Here's the thing. This technical shit is not actually on me this time, which is a fucking miracle in itself.
Yeah.
But,
but it's good to talk about it. But the beauty of it is like this whole podcast started with the dinosaur and I having conversations on the phone, and the dinosaur had the idea,
like 3G. What I mean? Like,
the dinosaur had the idea. It'd be great if we did a podcast. And I'm like,
I don't know about that. I was like, come on, it'd be fun.
That's just the impression I have of myself. I'm doing my own impression of myself, and that's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like us giving you access to the merch store where you could go and buy anything that you want. See, that's because we love you. We do it because we love you.
Podcast gonna suck, and Dinosaur was like, "It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. No matter what, talking to you, no matter what, is amazing and awesome. Right. So of course it's gonna be amazing and awesome."
That's what she kept saying. So okay, fine. Fast forward. Like, okay, fine. We'll do this shit, and you know what? We'll do it. And so that's how
we're on year 2,
right? And that's how we got to the season 2, episode 19, which is what your ears are being blessed with right now. So
you're welcome and shalom.
You're like, I'm just saying the shalom.
I welcome the Jewish community. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, I was not ready for it. So let's just, okay, we're gonna do zero prep. We're going to use just a free ball night. We're going to
raw dog this bitch.
Yeah, this is going to be a free ball night. But before we get into the free balling, here's the disclaimer so that none of y'all get bent out of shape when you hear the shit coming out of our mouths. Okay, everyone, before we get started into this episode, whatever we might be talking about might be triggering. So here's the warning. Just be mindful of what we are saying is definitely something that we're not trying to trigger you on, but just some of the topics might be a little iffy in regards to, Exactly. That's the word I was trying to say.
Fragile, delicate.
Yeah. And we're not saying that you are. It's just that some of the content might trigger somebody in a certain
It's
way.
offensive.
We
get it.
talk about different things that happen to people that could be assaults, or somebody could be killed or
We do
changed.
try to give trigger warnings, though. So I'll give
Yeah.
you the quick disclaimer.
Yeah. So you all listen to her. The dinosaur is going to go over the disclaimer because I can't, because I don't give a fuck. She cares way more. She cares way more than I do, even though she'll say the opposite. So you all
That's
just
true.
listen to the disclaimer. It's here for your benefit. Here's the dinosaur. Also, everything that we're saying in our episodes, unless we state otherwise, is all for entertainment. There's no there's nothing that we're giving away as advice or of a matter of fact that you should go out in the world and do your own thing. We're basically saying we're not responsible for whatever fuck ups you experience after listening to us and trying to do whatever the fuck we're talking about. That's on you. Okay. All right. No, she'll finish out the rest of the disclaimer.
We don't know shit, and we don't try to say that we know shit. We like the internet, and it likes us, so we play together sometimes. But don't take anything that we say to heart. Don't take it as the gospel. Don't take it as an expert of any kind, because we don't know shit. We just like to hang out and with y'all and talk about goofy shit or funny shit or scary shit or real shit or whatever shit. And
it's just all shit. Yeah.
It's all shit with the audio shit, you know? So, I mean, that's pretty much, that's our moniker. Okay. Yeah. So, if we know that we're going to offend you, so we get that. At some point, we will offend somebody. And if we do, we're sorry. Find another podcast. Not that we don't want you here. It's just that if we're going to be in the habit of offending you, then we don't want to hurt your feelings. So, but if you're not 18, please don't listen to this. And I think that might be it.
All right. So, I thought we'd touch on a couple of, well, not a couple, what is it called?
A plethora?
Trio? No, it's like a trio.
Trifecta.
A quattro of things.
So that's just 4?
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Because I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's going to be more than 4.
We're going to be touching on a whole lot more than that.
You're right.
I took 1.5 gummies. Like
Oh, okay, great. Let's get to it.
There's no telling where this is going to go.
All right, so I was listening to our previous episodes, which I sometimes do.
Is that nice? Was that nice to listen to the previous one? Was that nice right now? Because I was dying today.
It's a slight beating, though, because I got to listen to it and edit and figure out, okay, all right, no.
I know, and God bless you. This is why we just gave you that Benny package, you know?
And then sew it all together into one solid whatever. But in any case.
You're the best.
Yeah. In any case, there was a topic that we were talking about, and we kind of went over it, and it was sort of related to the RIP to OJ Simpson. And you had asked me if I thought he did it. And I was saying no, because of the whole, my impression of someone apparently suffering from severe arthritis in his knees and joints and whatnot, jumping, being able to jump, climb and jump down supposedly from a 12-foot wall.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this one and just squash it right now. Yeah. Listen, I've seen some crackheads that look like they had no business even walking upright, and they will jump over God knows what in order to get what they think that they need at that time. So don't tell me that the human body isn't miraculous, because it damn sure is.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm not.
And how are those people in San Francisco on them funk and fentanyl, and they like literally walking like at a 15-degree angle? How?
Right. I don't know. They're.
With that being said, continue your point.
I mean, they're Annie, are you okay? They're smooth criminal the whole time. Yeah.
Truly.
So and then jump down from the wall and go into almost slicing someone's head off with a knife.
Yeah, like it was her vertebrae was almost severed completely.
You gotta be some master level shit. And you asked me if I thought he did, and I said no. And so I kind of left it open, and I just wanted to touch on it a little because we kind of, it's our bread and butter. No, not bread and butter, but it's definitely a well that we drink from quite a bit.
Is it the conspiratorial well?
It's the conspiratorial well. Yeah.
I love a big ass bowl of conspiratorial.
So it's just a side Danish of conspiracy, a side croissant, a croissant, a conspiracent. It's not a bowl of conspiratorial, but it's a conspiracent. And so here's the conspiracy part of it, because it's not been proven, but it's something that I think, like, yo, it's got more than legs. It's got fat.
I think I know where you're going with this, and if so, if this is the one, I think that actually this is probably what happened.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, you say what you think it is, and I'll say what I think it is on the count of three, and we'll see if we say the same thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The son.
His son.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason. And he came in on it, and he was like, we can't be doing this. No, we got to fix this.
Oh, well, okay. So here's why I say the son. He has a history of violence.
Yes.
With at least 2 of his girlfriends, previous girlfriends. He also,
to be fair, so did OJ.
He also,
he be whipping the shit out of her.
He also attacked his former employer, who was a chef. So he was a chef also, or worked in the culinary business. So he always had his own bag of knives. And so he tried to use one
Jack
on
the Ripper.
Yeah, so he tried to use one on his former boss, eventually punching and kicking him, and he ended up leaving. So he's got
that works better than a fucking blade,
right? So he had that record as well, and he pled guilty to charges also, but he got like 10 months, something silly.
Damn.
He had continual history of fighting with Nicole and arguments, and to the point that police were called out several times. She's called the police out on him as well. He hated her, basically. If I recall correctly, OJ had an interview where he talked about fighting his son in the front yard at a very young age. So it was something it was something that he had been dealing with for quite some time. I forget what they called. I
can't wait until I get a house with a big ass front porch. I'm gonna be out there just fucking petting, judging everybody.
I think that the psychiatrist or psychologist, whichever, the person that ran tests on him, said he had intermittent. It was like intermittent episodes of violence or something like that. And so he was on medication for that. But one of his ex-girlfriends said that she recalled 2 months prior to the double murder, he had told her he was off and not taking his meds anymore.
That's helpful.
So there's that. Like I said, he hated Nicole because, she got in the way of his
daddy fun time.
Well, his mom and his dad being together. I guess there was some blame he applied to her.
Well, but then even after that, and whenever his parents don't work out, and then he realizes that, hey, if it were just me and dad, like we could fucking ball out. You know what I mean? Like we would be throwing it down.
So,
and then there she comes.
Dude is huge. He's huge. He's a football player also. And he would get...
How could you not be?
And he's like, known to have some things that OJ would have, or been given gifts and stuff like that too. So the theory I had, and the theory that also a couple of other people
I bet you
had,
ain't getting no damn gifts now.
yeah, the theory that I had that kind of corresponds with some other people's theories as well, is that he did it. He attacked, from rage with all these other things that were going on between them as well. He's fully capable of scaling the wall and doing what he did, and with the rage that he had, I mean, there's police reports where he's damaged and punched through walls. He flew off, the handle that just like he apparently tried to make amends one time and made a cake for a birthday, and Nicole didn't want it, and he just went ballistic off of that shit. Police had to be called out. She's crying in the background of the 911 call. The guy was fully enraged over her. Quite a bit. There's a family shot of them all together, and you don't have to have a long history of studying body chemistry to just see it right there in that one photo. Like, whoa, that's okay.
They have issues.
Yeah. Somebody needs to watch this motherfucker right here. It's like, if I had to guess, that dude. And so I think that a culmination of events took place where it was an act of murder occurred. Clearly, you got two people dead. Clearly, the who did it and why did it. Well, the why part is a little bit more milky than the who.
Ew.
Because I feel like he did it, and true to the account, called OJ, and true to the account, he got in his vehicle and went to the address. I think he went to the address to pick his son up, who realized, holy shit, I snapped again. I need help.
Right.
That's why blood was on the
Because if he's glitching, he might not even have known. He may have had the intent to do it, right, and then just completely blacked out, and then he comes back in it, and he's like, "Oh shit, I did it."
Right. That wasn't a really vivid dream. That's why blood was on the passenger side door, and not anywhere else. In if you just sliced up some people like that, you're gonna have some blood on you. But the blood being on the passenger side is okay. So did OJ just get in on the passenger side, and there is what?
But if he got in on the passenger side, then who was going to be driving him?
OJ. That's what I'm saying. He called him.
No, but I thought you were saying OJ didn't get in on the passenger side, right? Because he was driving. So of course he wouldn't get in on the passenger side. There would be no reason for him to.
Right, and just he would have smeared blood across the passenger to the driver's side, and also looked highly suspicious to anybody looking outside the window going, why this dude just get in on the passenger side?
That's a fucked up way to enter your vehicle.
Drunk people are doing too much today. So he probably had his knives with him, which is why OJ's finger was cut. He also
fuck me.
He also had a thing where clearly his lawyers were going off of the shoddy evidence. OJ's lawyers was going off the shoddy evidence that the prosecutors had. So they were kind of feeling like, we got this, because OJ had already had in his mind, hey, it's my kid. I'm going to take the fall for this, knowing they can't pin it on me because I didn't do it. And that's why he truthfully could say, I didn't do it. Now, did he help? Yeah.
Right.
Did he drive the vehicle?
And that's what I was going to mention earlier. I do believe that he had something to do with it. I don't think that he did it himself.
Yeah. And so if this scenario plays out, then he went over to save his son and went into a rage again. Didn't know to the extent until he got there and was like, holy shit. We got to get out of here. That case was if I'm not mistaken, that was the first case that
One of the first DNA.
that DNA was really even being used, and they had to explain the fuck out of it. Like, okay, this is how DNA works. We all read about it in school, but this is how we can see it. And when you see it, you can tell this person from this person by these things that need to match up. And no matter how many diagrams they had up there, they still have people going, huh? The fuck?
Right.
So the testing wasn't as spot on as it is now.
Robust, if you will.
Yeah, I'll go with robust.
Mm-hmm. I know
Which
you
is
appreciate
also why there was a mixture of blood found in the samples taken and of an unidentified person. It was like, okay, it kind of matches. It kind of matches with OJ's blood.
Well, because if it was OJ's son, then it would be OJ and then the kid's mom.
Right.
So that blood that was not like anything else, that would be her DNA.
Right. And then it was like, okay, we got a little bit of Nicole's, and we got this blood that's kind of matching OJ's blood. So that must be it. But if it's the son, you would have some that matches with OJ's blood. And Nicole, I don't think the son's blood sample was ever taken. I don't think he was even there, but like once in the trial.
Really?
And then he left. You never saw this dude again.
He probably started running for a border.
He probably was like, okay. So again, OJ's sitting there going, okay, the police are going to show all their evidence. None of it's really going to stick to me. It's all going to be circumstantial stuff. Yeah, I had this dude staying in my guest house, and he saw me leave. I thought I was being a little bit more discreet, but he heard some bumping around, and that was me trying to get up and go get my son. Okay, but I'm not going to explain that shit. I'm going to let them try and figure it out. He figured they were going to be found. They were going to find him guilty. And when they pulled out the stuff that didn't fit, because it was his son's shit.
Right. But, and we're going to come right back to this, but thinking forward, when everybody fucking lost their brains and like they were rioting, it kind of gets switched up a little bit.
You're talking about the LA riots?
Yeah.
Well, the LA riots were for Rodney King.
No, but it was after that. It was after the LA riots.
So
because that's why people were so amped up.
Yeah. So that's okay. So
it does tie in.
I get what you're talking about. So I think to the folly, they felt like, okay, we can get past the what do you call it? We can get past the charges here. We can get past these charges, but they weren't really thinking of the civil suit. And the civil suit was what he was found guilty on. And then that's when people were like, nah, fuck that. That's fucked up. He got off on okay, cool. He's not doing time because of a double murder. That would have gotten 2 life sentences and or the electric chair or something. But I
don't think they do that in California.
Yeah. I think you just ride it out and take the tax cuts. But I've always thought the son. I've always thought, like, dude disappeared and you never saw him again. And it was just like, he's got the history. He's got not just the history with Nicole, but with women in general. Like, he held down one of his girlfriends when he was having an argument with her after knocking her down, and then held her to the ground. I don't know. I'm going to say this. I don't know how somebody could do this unless they're huge and incredibly strong and full of rage. Held her down and started chopping her braids off with a knife while she was trying to get from under him. The fuck?
Just her braids? That's some demented shit.
Yes. But he's using his knife, and that was his thing. He used his knife, and apparently this one investigator, last name is Deere. he acquired the storage unit that he used to use and went behind on the on payments. So dude
So
claimed it. Yeah,
why wouldn't
his
why
diary.
wouldn't
Huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
His diary is in there. And apparently, one of the knives, if not the knife, and part of the diary that's in there. He says, "I cut away all of my problems with a knife."
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
I guess,
arrogant.
yeah, that's a mantra.
That's a fuck you right there. We should free OJ.
So now
We should.
the other thing that I'm hearing though is that there apparently was this weird thing that OJ was doing in his deathbed before he died, where he had everyone sign an NDA and they couldn't bring their phones in the room with him. And so
really?
And so the thought is, did he confess to what was really going on? Before.
Right. Well, okay, so we don't need them. His people that he told. This is what the law enforcement needs to do, and I think that we're up for the challenge. Okay. Not you and me per se, but
okay. Okay. I was putting shoes on. Okay.
I was in the car. I thought we was gonna get it though, right?
Let me go ahead and crack this open right now before because if we're about to go and be up for a challenge,
got one for the road.
I got to get this right now.
So, what the police and the FBI or whoever, whoever's involved, I don't fucking CIA, whatever. I don't go, hey guys, how you doing? You're good? You're good? How's it been? Been a minute since I said hello. But, oh, wait, hold on. I got to do it in that voice. Hey, CIA, I see you. Boop,
boop. Oh my God.
So I'm sorry, I have a medical prescription for marijuana and I'm really hurting right now.
Justify yourself.
Look, I'm just telling you. I'm having a problem, which we need to talk about. We didn't go into elder care or personal check, but I just want to tell you something.
Yeah,
but not right now.
We'll get to it.
So they need to unleash. They need to vet out true crime. There's the typical mom. You're 30 to 40 years old, maybe 50 years old even. You're you just feed off of true crime, right? You're living your life and you're like, this is fucking great. I got a kid. He's an asshole.
Right.
Okay. I got to get him up. He's involved in everything under the goddamn sun.
Right.
And he's always hungry. This middle-age rage kind of, but there are groups of women that are super smart and they can figure this out.
Yeah. Like that documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats. If you haven't seen it.
Don't fuck with the cat?
No, Cats. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's amazing.
Okay. What platform?
Netflix.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Does it explain why cats are assholes? Is that the whole point?
No,
because that's really what I need to know.
No, it's a thing of where somebody that wasn't really into doing what you were just explaining got into it because she saw someone fucking with cats, and she was like, you know what, you can do whatever you want, but don't fuck with cats. And
I got you.
And that's what got them into doing it. And it's like you and I, how we talk about rabbit holes. Holy fuck.
For sure.
Holy fuck. Okay,
so pulling out on this one.
Yeah.
The rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Going back a little bit.
Right.
They fucking hell, I just forgot what I was going to say. Damn, I was so proud of myself too, and I was thinking, I wonder if he's going to be proud of me.
No, yeah, you were saying how the FBI should get with people that.
Yeah, and have something like Netflix, one of the platforms, HBO. Fucking, I would either say Netflix or Hulu or Prime. Yeah. They could go at each other's throats, and for the right to film it happening, to be part of the investigation, have these quote unquote like subject matter experts, but they don't have any experience. Like they're just doing it, you know?
Yeah.
To record it all, and to, you know, get side commentary, you know, short blips. So we don't want to take a lot of time away from the case.
Right.
But like fucking put Nick Lachey and his wife on it. They kill at reality TV now.
I think it's a thing like they just.
And I do believe that love is blind. Hey guys.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I think it's a thing where they just. People, like what we were talking about in the last episode, everyone put blinders on because OJ was such a big fish. He was such a known figure.
Yeah, but they had DNA. That's what's fucked up about
it.
But, you know, they may not have known how to use it to its fullest extent.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we're much better now, but we're more robust.
Right? Yeah, it's way more believable. I mean, they were wanting to throw it. They were like, yeah, whatever. Scientists are what they look. We got hard evidence. We got a glove. We got a shoe print. You know,
and it don't fit.
Yeah, but they were doing all this the typical investigative work. It wasn't like they were leaving it up to. And we got this glove, we got the shoe, and we got the science. You can't refute the DNA science. They were just like, yeah. Well, what this doctor say? Well, I can think that it was that, but I'm not sure. And then they had another doctor that would refute that doctor. So it then put in the minds like, okay, so if we've got two doctors and they can't agree on how to read DNA. And if I gotta listen to another description on how that shit works, no. Let's go back to fingerprints and shoe prints and blood splatter. And so that was the other thing is like the nurse that drew
dowsing rods.
Yeah, the nurse that drew OJ's blood when he was in jail and being held, you know, for while the trial and everything was going on. There was a LA investigator that insisted they take the vial of blood, not that the nurse, you know, seal it up and present it as evidence.
Well, they just set her up for failure. I mean,
well, yeah. So this nurse,
kind of a dick thing to do.
Yeah, this nurse, he's like, yo, that's totally against protocol. And the investigator's like, I don't give a shit. And so that's why some people's like, yeah, and they use that blood to put drops of OJ's blood in certain places to produce the evidence, which turned out not to be a far-fetched thought because there was evidence tampering that came out a year or two later after the trial where it was found that LA officers were doing that. They were planting evidence.
That's not really a shocker. I mean, that's like when the government, that one time when the government came out and goes, hey guys, aliens are real. And we were like, really?
Guys, guess what?
Our bad.
Yeah. Sorry. It's just too many of them.
We brought
now.
Breakfast though, you know?
Yeah, it's just too many of them. We can't deny it now. Look, there's one flying the fuck over now. They're so belligerent, those little fuckers. I was nerding out on that shit. So there's the theory. There's the thing right there. I think that I would challenge anybody to see if they can prove if that is what happened or not. Mm. I'm not trying to say that it has to be one way or the other. Right. Because I don't have a bias in this. I mean, I would have never wanted this whole situation to happen in the first place. You know, it's far be it for me to play God or Allah or Buddha or whatever other entity. I'm feeling you. You know, I mean, spirit, creator, interdimensional being, whatever. What? Just imagine if that was God's name. And you just like, how many people would get that fucked up every time? What's your name? Fratsnit.
You'd be like, and only 2% of the entire world population can say it.
Whoever can say my name, that's who comes into the afterlife. The rest of you,
It's a chosen one.
Yeah, those are the chosen one. Spell it. This guy gets belligerent.
You know what? Actually, write it down. Have a card on you at all times. You can just show people.
Is that with 2 P's or 5 Sneed? Oh shit! I don't know. Well, next. All right. So speaking of next,
Hey, look at that. It's beautiful. You slid in there.
So,
hold on.
I'm holding.
How's your Canada Dry?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. We got to do the older thing.
Was it good?
It's so good. I wish they. I know I say this almost every episode.
Do you?
But God damn it, Canada Dry. Come on. What's keeping us from being together?
Together, you want to love me. I know that you want to. We're not bad people. We don't wish harm on other people. Are we shitty? Absolutely. But if you can tell me that you haven't been shitty once in your life.
Yeah, there you go. Flip it back on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep it going. Yeah.
Like I know you can do this. I believe in you and I know that you can do this.
Tell them.
I mean, from a corporate standpoint, I think that
okay, you're going to corporate angle. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it would just be fun. Even if nothing came out of it, I think that it would be
nothing came out of it.
We could just agree to be friends. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it doesn't have to evolve.
Good recovery. Keep going.
So yeah, that's what I think. Pretty much what I'm saying is you want to fuck.
Damn it. You had it. You were like, okay, I think you're gonna convince him. You want to fuck? Okay. All right.
That's what we got.
Yeah, right. And bow and leave. You suck on that like a lozenge and get back at me. Wow.
Oh gosh.
All right. So
yeah, now that we've solved the whole OJ thing, but we want
now that we solved the whole thing. Now that all of that has been put to rest and everyone's like,
oh, I'm sure it's been put to rest by now.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, okay. Makes so much more sense. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for, we appreciate it.
Right. A little too late.
Yeah, right.
But, it would be good to know. And just so that people understood that that's what happened, maybe. If that is what happened, I'm not saying that what he did was right.
Yeah.
And his actions were correct.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between having to clean something up versus doing it yourself. And I know that there might not be that much of a difference to some people. It's all about perspective, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But if it can, it's a little of both. It's good and bad. I'm not saying there's a whole lot of good that came out of this, but there could possibly be. And then the only good that I would say that could come out of is learning that we can revisit something and we can pull from everyone that feels that they're capable and has something to offer to come in and collaborate and kill this thing, figure out sorry, that was terrible. Shit. Okay. I'm sorry, my bad.
You're just talking true from the heart. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
I'm
all
speaking
you're
my
doing
truth.
is true from the heart.
Yeah. So they need to come in and, we need to support them and they need to support us and we're going to work together. So not like I'm going to do anything about it because I won't remember, but
right.
What a cool fucking idea. If I had the time, I would love to manage that project, but I just don't.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Hey guys, this is Dinosaur from the Dinosaur and the Dude podcast. I just wanted to drop a little nugget of information for y'all. There is a Danish company that supports my pre-gaming efforts each podcast. That's where I partake in some sweet, sweet Mary Jane. But they make all sorts of stuff that you can use to enhance your experience. They make grinders. They do papers. They do a grinder that you can actually grind it into a pipe. It's really kind of cool. Just go and check them out. Do us a favor. You can go to thedinosaur&thedude.com. That's our website, and click on links and sponsors. And then they're down there. Their name is Hoyv, and they are Danish, so I could be butchering that. And hopefully I'm not. But just go and check it out and let me know what you think.
So you were saying we need to, okay, you did the Canada Dry. I guess we did the elder thing. You had something that you wanted to
We didn't do the elder thing. We talked about not doing the elder thing, that we were going to do the elderly thing.
No, I'm saying we did that. Now we're going to do the elder thing. I'll start, so because you got a lot more to say. Mine are the same. Okay, go.
Okay, well, that's fine. But now you got to do a you check. Like, how are you doing? What's your vibe?
Yeah. Okay. Hey. So, how about you? What's your vibe and everything all about?
No, I'm asking you. Like, I know that your parents are still there, and they're probably irking on your nerves. But you good? You hating life right now? You need a hug? What do you need? I'm also going to put a team together to nurture you.
Oh, thanks.
And to send you gifts.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm not I am not going to object to a hug.
Oh, that's a big thing for you. Well, I mean, not for me, because I kind of just get in there and take it. Yeah. But I'm sorry. It's just how it is with me. I mean, call it assault, call it a hug. I don't know.
Give me that. Now take this hug. Yeah.
Right? I'm like full frontal. You know what I mean? Like chest. So
there's that. It's just me just sticking to achieving and getting shit done. I think that when you and I were talking a little bit earlier, and you were saying I was a giver, and I was like, maybe I'm a taker. It just sounded a good thing. I think I always see of myself. I think the way I go about things, I don't really see of myself. I just do it. Is that if I'm in something, or like say for instance with us, if we are about to do something, then I give my about to do-ness to it. That's the giver part, because I want to see the success of it.
Like you're fucking on it.
Yeah.
And me, I'm like I don't know how you put up with me, but I appreciate it.
But at the same time, I know that's how I am, so I don't really compare. I used to do that, and that's where I would just like fucking, you know what? Fuck you, and you are not. Why are you even here? So I was like, look, I know my intensity of way of going about things is always is probably not going to be the same as a lot of people, and so I have to recognize that.
Yeah, also you've got stamina in that area. You know what I mean?
I have stamina in the what?
In that area.
Oh, okay.
And then you're fixing to fucking kill it because you're fixing to own it,
Well, I just want to be a part of it. And, see, okay, if there's...
He's not ready, okay.
If there's something about it that I can do, then I'll go ahead and do it. And we can divide and conquer, but it's like...
Is this where I get the pitchfork?
No, it's just like if we...
No, fucking hell, when is the pitchfork time coming?
Yeah, no, if it's doing certain things, I put as much as I can into it in order to... commit to success as much as I can, but at the same time, I don't really go about, looking at it as other people aren't doing as much as I am. If that's the case, then I just do stuff on my own, because I don't want to have that always in the way, and then a relationship that I have with a person is always then judged by this thing that we were doing that they, didn't, or whatever, based on my comparison to how I go about doing stuff. So it's just a little bit of that stuff. Other than that, I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm just going to see all my projects through.
All right.
So how about you? What's going on in the dinosaur's life?
So, okay, mom is good. Yeah, I mean, she's doing pretty good. I think that a big portion of her, wants to just do anything to. I know that she doesn't want to go into a nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for her not to go into a nursing home, she feels like she has to be 100% like, I can do this. I can, this is. I also see that she's struggling a little bit.
Right.
And, whether it be mental or physical, I mean, she does have 2 jacked up feet right now.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard for her, and she's like, they're not getting better. Well, Mom, it's because you need somebody to take care of you. I mean, come on. I don't want her to go to a prison. That's not what I want her to do.
Yeah.
I just want her to have the people around her that she needs if she needs them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's a quote unquote nursing home.
Right.
And you would have to share a room with someone.
Right.
I mean, you could probably do your reading, do some sewing if you wanted to, do some cross stitch or fucking draw or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she wouldn't have a terrible life. She would be looked after.
Right.
She would be engaging with people. I mean, is it going out and knocking out your bucket list? And no, it's not. But you wouldn't be able to do that anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have the financial means. You don't have the way to get there. You don't, I mean, it's just that portion is not going to happen right now.
Uh-huh.
And I wish it were different, but it's not. I mean, I don't.
So, so she doesn't have the means to stay in how she's in now.
Well, she has the means. I mean, financially, she can do it.
Oh, I was asking because there was this one conversation that was being had with this caregiver. And apparently, it has. I don't know if you have. I don't know if your mom has. You're like, you literally can say, "Nah, we're not doing that shit," and I'm good. I have nothing tied to this. Apparently, there's a new thing where there's live-in nursing.
Okay.
And so basically the person stays in the house that they're in, and there's this person not this person, but a nurse and a healthcare provider that stays in the house with them or is there frequent enough, like, okay, you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, I'm back kind of thing. Or and so I was having a discussion with one of my dad's nurses, and apparently one of them in their group has started doing that.
Really?
Yeah, and it was kind of interesting because they're doing it in her home.
I guess it solves a problem, I mean, people are having so many problems finding places to live, and it's so expensive. Well, why not be right there?
Right. And so it was like a thing where if you're a person that has a house and you're basically dealing with your own health, dealing with the deterioration of your own health in whatever fashion it is, mobility, overall health, whatever.
Cognitive. Yeah,
cognitive, whichever it is. Well, now you're trying to look at your house and say, okay, what is valuable enough for me to take with me into this smaller version of something I need to call home that is really going to be just a bougie hospital suite.
Right. I wonder if that's expensive.
Well,
I wonder if that service is expensive.
Yeah. So like when she was talking to me about it, we didn't really get into the financials of it. It also sounded like this person was doing some other thing with real estate where she was starting to get homes and then first floor is one person, the second floor is another person, or that person wants to get a one story to themselves, they can, or if that person is in their own house and wants to just have the service there, they can as well. And so there's a different variety of options, but it's like you will have your own nurse, and but it's like a little bit more than a nurse in regards to the healthcare provider. So meals could be a thing. You have somebody that is making sure you're bathing and oral hygiene.
Well, just like in the olden days, you usually had one person that was taking care of him because it was all family.
Right.
Either birth family or chosen family. It was all family. Yeah. It was community.
So that's the thing of where it was like it was an interesting conversation because it does settle the anxiety-driven task of someone trying to find, okay, what's this option that I can do? Where is this place that I can stay? And I really don't want to have a roommate, or I really don't.
It helps both parties.
Yeah, right.
Well, multiple parties, I would say, honestly, because the kids of the people that are being taken care of, if they've got things that they need to get done, and even if it was just even a few hours a day, or 2 or 3 days a week, that would help a lot, right?
Yeah. And so it became a thing where it was just like, it was an interesting conversation of how that's evolved. I don't know how much that's taking off in other locations, but that's one of the things that came to mind when you were discussing it. It's like especially with your mom, she's like, she's not refuting what you're saying. Like, yeah, my feet are jacked. Right. I get it. I need to. It's just this whole processing of, I have to do something that I really never wanted to face. And now it's abundantly clear I have to do it. Ugh.
I mean, I know that it sucks and it's hurtful too.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But I do really, truly do want the best for her. And her living here is not an option. We tried that.
Yeah.
And respectfully, I say, Mother, I love you.
Yeah.
But no. And she'll say, but I love you and no.
Yeah.
She'll be like, it's not happening.
I think it's a thing of where when it's a cognitive thing, then it's callous to say, but really it is a matter of time. And unfortunately, when it gets to a point where it's taken a hold and they are doing things unbeknownst to themselves, it's kind of sort of too late then. And we're trying to, rightly so, address it now while there's still some cognitive interaction that can be had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's what a worst case scenario looks like for us. Something happens or she degrades mentally beyond what she is safe to be alone, and she has to be put in a nursing home.
Right.
If that happens, it is going to, if she's still lucid at that time, because it could be, who knows, it could be 10, 15 years.
Sure.
So, I mean, like, or 5 years from putting her in, or 10 years from putting her in a nursing home, hopefully she'll hold out for as long as she can. I would love that. But getting in there and then realizing that, this doesn't suck as bad as I thought that it did.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe it's not as bad as it seems, because I am being looked after, and that is the smartest thing for me.
Yeah.
And maybe this really is the best thing for me. I might not understand it completely, and I might not agree with it completely either, but I understand that I have to eat, I have to drink water, I have to take my medicines, and I have to get to the bathroom and to bed safely. That's what I have to do.
Right.
To be a basic human.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of what... I think a lot of times people get this whole impression of self-sufficient, and you are doing shit, you're about it, you're doing the most adulting of adultness that you can do when you are out there and you are self-sufficient. I can do this all on my own.
It's exhausting. Okay.
I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you.
Nope.
I got my own shit together. Fuck you.
Because crushing it 100% of the time is what I'm into.
Right. And then when you can't, when that becomes something that you are being told, you're not going to be able to do that. And then it becomes a thing of like, what the fuck are you talking about? I can. It's weird because it's like you can have that same conversation with your mom. It's like, okay, look, know you want to do your own thing. Totally appreciate that. But here's a place that we can go where it's like pretty swanky. Look at the layout. You can style it up however you want. Do all the interior decorating. Just knock yourself out doing that shit. Meanwhile, there's going to be people here that's going to remember the shit that you don't have to remember anymore. And you can use that memory that you still have left, focusing on doing some shit for yourself. Meanwhile, Todd and Jan over here, they're going to remember your meds, and they're going to remember your food. And then Tiffany right there, she's going to remember to, wash your ass. And so... They
have places there.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like that's another way of a person that's going into a assisted living could look at it.
Right.
It's like
it's just assisted living, but at your own home.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that, but then there's also assisted living that is another location. It's pretty swank.
Do you know how expensive those fucking things are? We've looked at them.
That's what I was just going to say. It's like
my mom can't even afford to live in the ghetto.
Right. They're great. They look fine. And then they get you with the fact that, and now you've got to sell your organs to get in it. I'm like, what? Why?
And then you get in it and they're like, oh, we didn't tell you that doesn't include the meal plan.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I think it's a thing where, it's a very hard.
Taking care of our parents is hard.
Well, it's a very interesting business model of how it's like, yeah, we're going to provide all these options and take care of you as well, but we're still going to make some fucking money off you. Don't you worry.
You know what? Unfortunately, at this point in the game, I say, if you can get out and you go and fucking make that money and travel the world and do whatever, then do it.
Yeah, I mean,
because apparently we're not playing with morals anymore, right? I mean, it's all turning into shit.
Yeah, it's a weird.
I mean, change my mind.
No, it's a definite stance to have, and it's a weird. It's a weird scenario.
Well, call me that. Yes, that is a drawing. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that is that. Those are words you can use. It's a weird state of mind, though. It's like, okay, you know what? Do this, and you know what? If you see somebody, fuck manners. You tell them fuck you if you feel like the fuck you needs to come out of your mouth. And
exactly.
Because you know, it's kind of a odd thing to go about where you're looking at it and you're like, do all this shit because you don't know what it's going to be like a week from now or a day from now. You might get hit by a car. You might have an allergic reaction and have an aneurysm. You might have this. And if you live on those mites, then you're probably doing a bunch of shit because whatever's around the corner, you have no clue about. And that's true with everybody. It's just an odd thing when you get to a reflective state, whatever age that is, and you're like,
Hell, I'm in my reflective state.
you're like,
I'm so sentimental
yeah,
about everything.
yeah.
But then on some things, I'm like, okay, that's the science of it. I understand it now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm wizened.
it just,
I really feel that I am.
you kind of what?
I'm wizened. I mean, I don't know if that gets me like the cabin in the woods so I can wear the black pointy hat or whatever.
No,
I don't know.
do it. Yeah, you want to have a cabin in the woods because we're gonna have that homestead and prepping episode. And so,
let's do this. Okay, are you in? Please tell me you're in.
Yeah,
then you can travel and go wherever you want. We'll just have a landing spot for you.
Okay, great.
Okay, and then you can say that you have a home in insert the place.
Insert, yeah, there you go. Man.
Yes, like if we go to Colorado, you can be like, oh, I've got a place in
Colorado.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
bountiful, beautiful mountain scene.
That's the name of the city. Bountiful, beautiful mountain scene. Bountiful, beautiful mountain scene, Colorado.
Yes.
It's kind of long, but you'll love the postcard.
It's going to cause a lot of, what do they call it? The hand thing? Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel. Can we go into another question about you?
Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, hold on. Just about what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, and then I was going to say they're going to do another biopsy on my lung because the pathologist didn't write the report in a way that they could definitively say that it's not cancer. And the doctor is like, we have to make for sure that it's not cancer.
So they're going
because
back
they
on that
said
again?
that. Yes. And then because the pathology report says lymphoma cannot be ruled out. Well, what the fuck?
So
like, really? I just did the test to find out if I had cancer or no cancer. Okay. And what you're telling me is that you can't conclusively say if it's cancer or no cancer. Right. Like, it's a science, bro. You know? So do it.
So let me just make sure I'm keeping up.
Good Lord. And bless you, child. Go ahead.
You went, they said, this looks like cancer. And I make sure I'm quoting this correctly. It looks like someone got a shotgun shell of cancer and blasted it into your body. And so then you're like, ooh, damn. And they said, let's go ahead and get in there, get some, and know exactly what kind it is. And then there was this cancer psychic that looked at you and said, in my 15 years of reading the MRI tea leaves, I say it's lymphoma. And then from there, they dug in there, and then they were like, you're full of shit. It's just the Sarcoidoche. And then you were like, Sarcoidoche? And then you came on the podcast, and you're like, yo, it's Sarcoidoche. I was like, what? And so then from there, we were like, we were happier because we were like, well, you know what? As long as it's not cancer.
And they took me off of my steroids.
Yeah,
so like I'm in a lot of pain right now.
Right.
Have you ever done that?
Uh-huh.
Have you been on a high dose of steroids and then got weaned off?
Not like you.
Okay, because this is brutal. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm okay. I mean, I'm gonna be okay. I'm used to managing and dealing with my pain.
Okay,
I've got pain, I just don't want to take them.
Okay, Sally.
Okay, like ride, Sally, ride?
No, like the bodybuilder chick.
Oh, okay. Wow, Easter egg kind of.
So yeah. Refer back to previous episodes when you want to know what we're talking about.
And we'll let you figure out which one.
Yeah. So now they were like, yeah, take all these steroids, pump it in, steroids. And then you come back and like, hey, check it out. They're all going down. Wow. Can't be cancer. No, it's not. It's definitely the Sarcoidoche. And so then they tell you that, you're like, all right, cool. You know what? It really is just something I got to manage, and we got to figure out a game plan on how to attack it. And then this,
Exactly.
then they say, wait, we read it, and it still doesn't make sense. So it might be, it might
Pretty much.
still, maybe, kind of, sort of, possibly, maybe, possibly the lymphoma. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the gist of it. I
Okay.
don't believe that it's lymphoma. I really don't believe that it is. I think what they need to do, and I don't know if they will, but I think that they need to put me on something like methotrexate, which is a form of a chemo drug, but it's not as intense from what I understand, which is damn near nothing. So don't even believe me.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. Sorry.
I hate that. And I know I've said it before, and I know everyone's like, yeah, well, you know what? And I'm sure other people have gone through other shit. We're not trying to compare this
My
journey
dick is not any bigger than yours, trust.
Yeah, this journey to your journey, and so on and so forth. All I'm saying is, I really hate that you, and if there's anybody else in your predicament as well, getting jerked around in this whole fucking yo-yo of up and down of I mean, emotionally, I don't know what the fuck that's like, and I'm really.
I think I'm resilient to it. I'm a pretty quick emotional learner. So even if something throws me the first time, if it happens again, I usually have my head about it.
Yeah.
Which is,
yeah.
I mean, there might not be a bunch I can do about the situation,
yeah, right,
but at
right.
least, you know, I have an idea that it might be coming.
Yeah.
But everything around me is a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I've ever told you that.
That's true.
I mean, because I'm ADD, so literally, I mean, I make puzzles of everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. That's all I can fucking say.
We're going to get through it just fine. I know that. Hey guys, this is the Dinosaur from The Dinosaur and the Dude, and I want to talk about your headspace. And I also want to talk about headspace. We live in a very trying time, and stress can get the best of us sometimes. And sometimes we just need somebody to talk to, and that's totally fine. Just go ahead and go over to our website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. Click on links and sponsors and look for Headspace. There's a link there. You can click it and get 7 days free. You have to be right with your mind. Okay, you got to talk about stuff. You got to get it out. You got to process it. There's way too much information coming into our brains these days than there is going out. So you need to find a therapist and just barf it all out, and you'll feel better. Can't believe I just said that. So you can go to our website at TheDinosaur&TheDude.com and click on links and sponsors, then go down and check out Headspace. They're showing that they're proven to reduce stress by 14% in just 10 minutes. Imagine what you can do with 30 minutes. You would be so chill. You would be thanking us. And I really think that you should try it and let us know how it goes. So yeah, go find a therapist and barf all over them verbally. Another thing that Headspace is going to do for you is give you 7 days free of therapy. So go and check them out and get your 7 days for free. That is faux free.
All right, let's talk about something else to get our head off of this shit then. How about that?
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Let's do
you just did a marvelous marathon. I'd like to go ahead and applaud you for the marathon.
I thought it took forever.
You finished.
Mm-hmm.
You finished watching Mr. Robot.
Yes, I did. And it didn't, it was a wild ride until the very end.
Please tell us about this wild ride. Now, for full disclosure, I've seen it. I'm in the process of rewatching it, albeit not as ravenous as I was when I first watched it. Mainly because I kind of know what's on the horizon, and now the second time around, I'm looking at it, looking for all the things that I might have missed. So I'm more so looking at it and trying to process exactly what I saw, as opposed to running through each and every episode through the life
of a newborn child.
Yeah, through the life of Elliot. Like, oh God, what's gonna happen next? I don't fucking know. Oh my God. Now I'm like, okay, wait, what did I miss? in this episode? What did I
Yeah, that got
miss
nuts.
in that episode? So tell me, because I know when you first started, I was like, oh, I can't wait for you to meet White Rose, and then that whole arc that goes on with that.
But at the very beginning, you said, "Yeah, well, later on, you'll find out about White Rose," or
Yeah,
you said
later on.
something,
Yeah, I said later
and
on because
I was like, "I don't,
right,
I barely got a bloop bloop of the person,"
right.
and in
'Cause
every 60 seconds there was a beep. So
yes, 'cause at
you
that
know,
particular
I'm like,
point,
ugh.
at that particular point, you were like on this second or third episode, and so I was like, oh yeah, wait, God, man, when you get to that part where he is in the throes of that whole arc, it's just so one of my favorite, absolutely one of my favorite characters ever. But
Elliot.
please, well, Elliot, yeah, I can relate with a lot of stuff in regards to Elliot, in some degrees, and maybe not completely in the facets that was shown with that. But White Rose, God damn it, that's just I.
My head kind of like it kind of like raisined up for just a second, and then it was like, ugh. It was like my brain couldn't breathe through it. It didn't know how.
Yeah.
And when I put two and two together finally, you know, there were two characters in there, and I finally, oh, well, fucking hell, of course it is. You know, of course it's the same person.
Right.
So
tell me, now that you're at the end of it, what was your take of that whole series? And then, you know, do you have a relationship with the mindset of Sam Ismail now? And does it give you, I know you and I talked about like rewatching Leave the World Behind, but does it have a different relationship with Sam Ismail, and then also with what you think of in regards to Leave the World Behind because of that? That's a multi-layered question.
Yes, it is. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
So
a 7-layer dip.
I'll start with the first part. What was it? How do you feel now with the overall in regards to seeing the entire series? How do you feel about Mr. Robot and everything it offered?
Okay. Dude, that the ending was perfect, and I couldn't have written it better myself if I was an expert. I mean, there's just no way. It was beautiful. It was like your brain was, you were having emotions that were linear. And, you know, I mean, just like, whatever. I'm high as shit right now. Sorry.
So do you, like, when
short questions, so I can answer short.
Yeah. When we first talked about it, I said it was something I never have seen,
when you were saying like you've never seen anything like that, that style.
No, I was saying like other than,
you're right.
Other than Fight Club, which is its own degree of it, I'd never seen something like Mr. Robot in regards to its metaphoric, analogous, and way of portraying mental health.
Yes, that's true.
I think that
I will say that Ishmael is extremely much more emotionally aware. I mean, I don't know who this person is, and I do want to read more up on him. I've heard the pronoun him, so I'm assuming that it's a him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, his brain works in a different way, and it's a beautiful way, and it's a beautiful way, and it's not a destructive way. Like he may think of things that are destructive, but I don't think that he is being destructive. I think that if anything, he's probably just kind of like, hey, you need to know, you know, y'all need to know what's going on.
Right. I think the destruction that is there, like there's a defined amount of destruction that's there, and it's very abrupt and complete. I think it's a definitive amount in his work. I think though, what makes it different for me is that there's a purpose or there's a perspective behind it. It's not just we're taking this land, let's have a war. It's like Elliot is doing things within the thought of I am helping humanity by freeing them from the shackles of Evil Corp.
And so, debt.
Yeah, and which is held by Evil Corp. That's Evil Corp's way of keeping people down and controlling them, making them do what they want to do. And there's some sort of nobility and chivalry and I must, rise to the occasion and free everyone. And there's a perspective that justifies the things and the consequences that come up from it, because that's the price you have to pay in order to free people and, do this good thing that is just so, so unsurmountable. And he's the only one. And there's a lot of that with the Ismail's work. It's not just blind stuff. There's a reason for it. There's a strong reason for it, and it's been in the works for a while. Whatever explosion is going off, that there's a story and a reason for it.
You think like it's down to that detail?
I think that
because I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
So I've not learned about what's happened to him.
Right. No, that's just my impression. Like I'm saying, in his storytelling, there's things are happening for a reason. And it's like a really defining story about it, as opposed to just straight lace. Okay, yeah, we've got this group of soldiers. They're going to go attack here and take over the fort. Oh, okay, cool. Why? Well, because we're invading this land. Oh, okay, cool.
Why?
Roll scene. All right, cool. We've got.
You don't want the taxes, man. Come on, I just want to visit.
Yeah, right. But in here with all of this stuff, there's like this human story, and then there's this tech. There's always like this relationship with tech. He really makes it to where there's a story about it. Like we are so reliant on tech to the point that shit goes off, we're kind of lost. We're kind of in the dark on a lot of things. On a lot of things. And, it made it even more blatantly clear, I think, in Leave the World Behind. Like as soon as a lot of that happened, it gave kind of like the perspective of people. Again, perspective. It gave the perspective of people that weren't in the city, whereas Mr. Robot gave the perspective of people in the city.
Right.
And so people that are pretty well off and Leave the World Behind is like, oh yeah, we're on this little island. We got one road in, one road out.
We got bunkers. We got shit for days.
Yeah, we got that. But they have this huge thing that, can you use your phone? No, I can't use my phone. Can you? No, I can't. The TV's on. And it's just giving this garbled kind of info. Oh, okay. They're glued to it. And they're just, and like the daughter, she is just.
You know what? I would just keep on living. Listen, I say, go get your chores done. I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah, like the daughter's like just living off of all things, these Friends episodes, because it's new to her, and it's like
she's binge watching. It's like the most primitive, most innocent thing.
Yeah,
we've officially ruined her.
Yeah, but for her, that's her life.
Right.
She's like, I am depressed. I can't function. What do you want me to do? I can't enjoy anything. But God damn it, if I have my friends, I need that. And so
that was the little kid.
Yeah, and he tells stories like that where it's just like Elliot is this. He's got the whole dysfunctional wardrobe and underwear. He is dysfunctional. He is dysfunctional as a person. He's dysfunctional in his relationships with his own family. He doesn't even recognize his own family, which again is is painting
Can be an issue sometimes.
yeah, but it's painting a picture with some heavy strokes in regards to the mental health. And
Right.
what was interesting was you are participating in Elliot's mental health without even knowing the depths of it, really. Like when you finally realize at the end of how much a lot of this shit was of a construct that he made for his
Right.
own safety, you're like,
Yeah.
what the, whoa. So I was cheering on stuff that was going on in his head that he had created to condition himself to deal with his own trauma that he was never really ready to face. And again, he had technology to satiate that. It's super deep.
That's true. It is deep.
Hey, I got a couple of questions for you. Are you looking for awesome stuff to listen to while you're on the road, doing exercise, mowing the yard, watching clouds float by, memorizing your numbers to pi? Awesome. That's, by the way, are you trying to find off the wall things to check out that, happen to be something that somebody else is talking about that you felt kind of like, oh man, nobody discussed these kind of things? Or are you like looking for, are you like 4 months deep into the new year and looking for a calendar still? Are you looking for shirts or bags or hats, with cool stuff on it and or cool logos or something like that, and you just don't know where to go? Have no fear. We've got you covered. All you've got to do is go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. That's it. That's it. Just get on your keyboard or on your phone or on your tablet or yell across the room for someone else to do it for you and just go there. Go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. I would spell it for you, but I'm too lazy. There, though, you will find all of the Dinosaur and the Dude episodes and, that's right, and the merch. So that calendar you're looking for, got it. It's there. Shirts, there too. Hats, yep. What about a backpack? Just go to TheDinosaurandTheDude.com for all your amazing needs to be filled. Want to hear some off the wall comments about some topics that you didn't really even think about somebody was going to mention? There you go. And it's all audio. Total, as we talked about before, Orthodox podcast, all audio. So you can listen to it on the go. You don't have to worry about looking at anything. You can listen to it till you lose your hearing. It's so much content. We're on season 2. So we've got at least 80 episodes that you can listen to. All about, somewhere between, hour, 2 hours. So you got it. You on a long road trip? We got you. TheDinosaurandTheDude.com. Check it out and enjoy. It's super deep, but I love that.
That's why like the way that people can get sucked into technology is very much the same way that people can get sucked in. Well, it's the same thing. But games.
Yeah.
Gaming, like you can get sucked into it where this life really doesn't matter a whole lot as long as you've got that one.
Yeah. So like for me with gaming, it's interesting because I'll be friends with people that don't give a shit about gaming, haven't done any gaming, and I'll be, friends with people that like, it's a rarity I'm hanging out with this person because they very seldom get out because their life is based on the schedule of what's going on in that game. It's a very interesting thing because, like, to your point with gaming, there's a lot of shit you can do and there's less, the judgment is different. Like the judgment is based on accomplishments and you're able to accomplish this, that, or the other. It's not, well, I wasn't smartest person in high school, or I didn't get this. I wasn't able to. I was turned down by this girl, and I didn't have a fast car. But in this game, I got this sweet elf chick. I ride a dragon. I got the best gear, and people want me to join their group to go take down some other bosses. Yeah, and it's like some people fulfill the deficiencies that they have in reality, and in turn, they choose that reality within a game to be more successful, more assertive. I mean,
essentially, that's what that one movie did. The husbands were putting their wives asleep, and then they were escaping off to like this perfect world that he bought in for.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
God damn it, what's the title?
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
They were putting. Wait, no. I'm mixing it with another movie. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about it was like a 1950s kind of vibe in the world that they chose to live in, or that the husband chose to live in, and he didn't tell his wife. She just had to figure it out by waking up during a part where she wasn't supposed to wake up, and then she saw what was happening. I'm not hallucinating, I swear to God.
No.
It was a really good movie. It was kind of shitty, but
no, I'm sure it was. Wife wakes up to realize,
oh my God,
husband,
thank you,
had her living in a fake world.
I haven't had a gummy in a week, and I've been really having like back spasms and a fucking ton of joint pain. It makes sleeping really hard, and also breathing is fucking hard right now, really hard. And I think it's because I came off those steroids.
Off the steroids, yeah.
But I'm not on the sarcoidosis maintenance drug. Mm-hmm. But I need to be. So I've got an appointment on Monday, but it's going to be taken care of. And then I've got the thing on the 29th or something at the end of the month.
Was it Don't Worry, Darling?
Oh, see, now you're going to make me do something now.
Yeah. I don't know. Was Florence?
What?
Was Florence Pugh in it?
Well, don't talk to me about no actors. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. My fault. In any case, while you look that up, yeah, I think it was a real interesting thing that I was noticing with Mr. Robot in regards to that kind of thing, of where there is the perception of it and the reality of it. And in regards to what you were saying with gaming, I think that people have a means with gaming, and in certain games, especially where they can exert themselves in ways that they might be more deficient in reality. So if you are an introvert, you have a means of expressing yourself in a game that you wouldn't in reality.
Right.
I
don't know anybody like that.
Huh? Yeah, right.
I don't know anybody like that.
Yeah, no. And before gaming, that was just people on the phone. Like some people could have mad phone skills. They could talk mad, but then when you get them in person, they're like, oh, hey.
Fucking hello party lines.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome, people.
You want to go eat? What do you want to talk about? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? So, yeah, gaming is just like the next huge look. I could call down lightning. What's up?
Right. Look at this. Good job.
Or I've got this top-notch sniping rifle that I've worked on for a year and a half. Finally, I am a god on this field. I can snipe anyone. What's up? Fuck you, Wesley. I'm sniping you. And that's a satisfaction of being able to do those things that they can't get in reality. So a lot of times people gravitate towards gaming. I think it can get pretty scary sometimes. Because some people forget themselves. They just sort of neglect themselves to just stay in that gaming world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's a healthy amount, right?
yeah, there's a healthy amount, but I have to admit I've binged before, so I can't really draw the line of where that healthy amount is. From one person to the other. Some people.
Oh yeah, it's different for everyone.
Yeah, to some people maybe 30 minutes is enough. Some people maybe an hour, but I can't really draw that line because I have gone to gaming parties where all it was just, okay, we meet up at this house. The whole house is wired and each room is its own setup. And we just go in there and game the fuck out all night. We are pretty much doing 12 hours straight and just like fucking taking breaks, eating pizzas and whatever, and then just go right back in there. Fuck you, rap. Yeah. And it's
I bet
cool.
that would be crazy to see.
Yeah, it's cool because you're hanging out with friends and they're all, we're all in accord, we're all there to do, that kind of thing. Watch movies and just fucking game, 10, 12 hours, whatever. Sun's up, fuck you, just shooting. But that wasn't an everyday. That was like, hey, it's holiday coming up. Let's fucking do a game night. You want to do a game night? Okay, yeah, let's go. But some people, that is the thing that they do. And that's where it gets kind of, eat. Back away and eat, man. It's like, it's hard for some people to do. But yeah, I'm glad you finished the series. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was super fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought you would. It's a lot. It was a lot to it that.
By fun, I don't actually mean fun. It was like,
yeah, right. It was like, is the ride over? The ride is over. Right. I can take the belt off. Holy fuck. That was amazing. I'm so glad it's done though. That was so fun.
So glad that's just. I'm fixing to do it again.
Yeah, right. You want to do it again? Okay, yeah, but slower this time. Okay, yeah. We'll go slower.
Slow down.
We'll go slower. Yeah, I highly recommend Mr. Robot. If anyone is out there that has not seen it, I think that it could. If you've seen Leave the World Behind, it helps it make a little bit more sense from the perspective of other people, especially since Ismail has stated that, yeah, it's in the same. I'm not sure if he said it's happening at the same time or as much as it's in the same universe per se. Like this is happening while certain things are or how far after it might be happening in comparison to the ending of Mr. Robot, because of the things in Leave the World Behind that is directly connected to Mr. Robot and or characters in Mr. Robot. So yeah, check it out. See if you can spot them as well. It's super interesting. I think though that when you watch Mr. Robot, you will start handling tech a little bit differently, like what you do on your phone and scrubbing your computer at night and some shit. Because god damn it, it's a very interesting way that a story is told, where it starts to project its paranoia, if you will, onto the viewers. Where you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to start doing that too. It's very interesting when that happens. Very few series actually do that to me.
Yeah, I could see that. It was engaging in a multitude of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that was good.
Yeah, I mean everything from him and his relationship with his sister, and then the chick that he was in love with, and that he was pining for a while, and how that all played out. It was just so many different things woven together into just a super well written
Very much so.
series, super well written series.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, is it? Are we at that time?
I think we're good. I think we did a good job.
You think we're at that time? Okay. All right. Well, everybody.
That like kind of slowed down. It kind of just like we did a workup and when I work down.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. We're fixing to see how much more shit my body can take, because we just got a total gym.
Okay. Wow.
I know, right? And a treadmill. So I'm going to walk.
Mm-hmm.
In a safe area. I mean, I am a fall risk. I don't need to go fucking it up.
Right.
So, I'll put on those purple socks with the bumpy things on the bottom, so I make sure I don't
for grip, traction.
Yeah, right. But the yellow ones,
No, I
asked her last time. I was like, "This is a fun color. Why is this yellow?" She was like, "Fall risk," and I was like, "Oh, that's sad."
Yeah, I totally envisioned that was the color. When you said that with the bumpy things that's the only color I thought about was that
the yellow.
Yeah, that's the only color.
Yeah, well, that's all you get. I mean, that's what we're stuck with here. Hello.
No.
Some choices are not ours to make.
Go and get slowly ramp up. Don't start off at 16 miles per hour. Just ramp up.
Yes.
But while you're doing that, I want to make sure that everybody does not forget that she's the dinosaur.
Sell it. That's me.
And I'm the dude. And you've been listening to The Dinosaur and the Dude. It's the only podcast in the fucking world with the shittiest audio, with the most amazing content. And we're so glad that you were able to stick out with us for the entirety of this episode. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you, doing the likes and subscribing.
They need to go to our website for sure.
Yeah. And we appreciate the likes and subscribes and everything that people have been doing. We want you to do more. And here's how you can. You can go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com.
Good.
And you will find all of our episodes. I'm talking about all the episodes and the merch and the social media and the means to listen to more episodes on whatever platform you listen to podcasts.
Short of a crank phone.
Yeah, and if you're all like, but I'm on YouTube, don't worry. We got it on YouTube too. We got the podcast. Go to the podcast on YouTube, and you can listen to us there. And
we're going to be doing it on TikTok. I mean, while it lasts, right? I mean,
yeah. Well,
we may get in there right at the end and get strong.
Exactly. That would be our luck.
And then it'll die out.
Just
you're like, perfect. That's about par for the course.
That would be our
moving on.
Hey, everybody, we got a TikTok. You can find it at TikTok. Oh, okay, never mind. We just got the update.
Cancel. Abort.
TikTok is
abort.
But wait. There's a U.S. version happening. It's going to be Talk Tick. Okay, Talk Tick. Okay, we're going to be on Talk Tick.
It's going to be called Clapper. Hello, catch up.
Yeah. So go check us out. It's TheDinosaur&TheDude.com.
Say hey.
Really appreciate
jump
it.
Up and down.
Yeah. We want
take a picture of yourself wearing one of the shirts from the merch store.
Leave comments on Apple and Amazon and Spotify and YouTube. Like and subscribe. We're trying to get our listenership or ears or whatever up.
All the whole thing. I want the whole thing. The whole enchilada.
Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, and before we're done, because we said that we were going to do this on this episode.
Okay,
I'm going to try and go through it really fast because I know I can feel you winding down, and I want to appreciate your time. Here we go.
You hear that? I'm getting like more lulled.
Yeah.
Oh,
here we go.
Life is so good.
Here we go, everybody.
Okay.
You ready? Here we go. We've got. Oh yeah. By the way, if you want to see this and you think I'm making this shit up, go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. We have a map up. You can see all the locations I'm about to read.
That's fucking right. It's so cool.
So here we are. All right. In the United States, We want to thank everyone in Texas. That means in Kingwood, Arlington, Houston, Dallas, Hurst, Fort Worth, Irving, El Paso, Lake Jackson, Bedford, Lubbock, Mansfield, and Grand Prairie.
What?
Yeah.
GP in the house?
Yeah, in New York.
What happened there?
I want to thank New York, Brooklyn, Bronxville, and Queens. Let's see. Ohio, Toledo, Columbus, Cincinnati, Miami, Perrysburg, Mason. Florida, High Springs, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Palm Bay, Orlando, and St. Petersburg. Pennsylvania, we got Girard, Philadelphia, and Somerset. Wait, did I say it right? Yeah, Somerset. Pennsylvania, Fairview, Pennsylvania. California, we got Fresno, San Mateo, El Segundo, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. Thank you.
We be getting around.
We got Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, Phoenix, Arizona. Atlanta and Macon, Georgia. We've got, I said I was going to go through these quick, everybody. Keep up. Indianapolis, Indiana. Thanks. We got Kentucky, Corbin, Kentucky. Chicago, Illinois. And we've got Ashburn and Alexandria, Virginia. We've got we've got Roswell, New Mexico.
Hey guys.
Thanks everybody in the Rosy.
Really? Ros smell.
Yeah, Ros smell. Is a Macomb in West Bloomfield, Michigan. And then Rochester, Minnesota. I heard there's some well-off people that live there. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow,
And then
how did that happen?
Rainbow City, Alabama. How much more southern can you get? Rainbow City. That's like some southern LGBTQ.
That's a whole bunch of gayness right there. That's what that is. I don't know if these people are gay or not.
Watch our numbers drop. Watch our numbers drop in Alabama. They're like, fuck you, we're not gay. And they're going to be like, oh man, we went from 100% to 0%. And they're not even on the list. We thank y'all anyway. We're just
Alabama disappeared.
Anyway. Indianapolis, Iowa. Let's see, Rapid City, South Dakota. We got Bridgeport, Connecticut. East Falmouth, North Massachusetts, and Wanaki, Wisconsin. Wanaki. What the fucky? Wanaki. Where the hell?
Well, what state?
Wanaki, Wisconsin. There we go. Let's see, and then Vermont. They make the syrup there. And
we're in Wanaki.
Essex Junction.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay, sorry.
Essex Junction, Omaha, Nebraska.
Hey.
Yeah, right.
Thanks for the jerky, man.
Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri, and
he sent me some deer jerky.
Denver, Colorado.
I love Colorado.
That's everybody. And so in the UK,
all of y'all. Well, everybody, but
in the UK, we're bumping ears right over there in England and in Wales. Hey, what's going on to everybody in New South Wales, Australia, Ile-de-France in France, and New Taipei in Taiwan.
Yeah. We're in Belgium. Look at us.
Bavaria and Lamberton in Germany. Let's see, we got Gujarat in India. Let's see, we've got Vaud, Switzerland.
That's a whole lot of mountains. I bet they got good reception up there.
Uusimaa, Switzerland. No, wait. Uusimaa, Finland. Sorry. And then Belgium, Brussels, capital in Belgium.
I've been to Brussels.
We got Selangor. Have you been to Selangor, Malaysia? Well, thanks everybody there.
No, I haven't, but I want to go.
Yeah, we got some people in Hungary, South Africa, and then
we need to get Italy and Greece in here. Okay, we need to do a reunion, a special reunion episode where we actually just union for the first time with a listener in either Italy or Greece.
Right.
Obviously, that needs to happen. So I don't know what's stopping us.
And then we got news, and finally, thank you for everyone that are listening in New Brunswick, Canada. There you go.
Hey guys, wait, I don't know what that was.
No, that was good. That was close enough. Close enough.
Okay,
Close enough.
okay. So I did actually talk to one of Laura's gamer friends, and bro, Laura scored like 5th in the U.S. in some video game ranking. That, I mean, she's fucking crushing it.
We should have the two of them on.
What's that?
We should have the two of them on.
That would be super fun. We did ask. So she said to him, she introduced us tonight on the phone.
Yeah.
And because he was talking about like his dad does like readings for past life regressions.
Oh, yeah.
Which I find fascinating. I mean, obviously I'm all into like mediumship and stuff. It's,
right.
You know, I'm just fascinated with it. So, and then Laura was like, well, why don't we just have you on? Why don't y'all just have him on? You could come and be on the podcast. And she was like totally selling it, you know? And I was like, let me just check with Dude, make sure that's cool. Cause you know, I just want to make for sure that that's okay.
And he was like, y'all had that conversation.
I know. I totally forgot to tell you. So
no, we should have him on for not just because of our gaming perspective, but just get theirs and okay, what's it like competing and what it's all about, what it takes, just, you know, getting a slice of perspective from that, because we could talk about it and everything, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not placed in anything. I think that what your wife does is just incredible, and I would love to get the insight and perspective from a gamer of that caliber for sure. So we should do it.
Okay. I mean, we can make it happen.
All right, cool. Yeah, you kind of know them.
People are plenty.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone.
Well,
thanks for listening.
Yeah, right.
All those people that love us, we're not going to call it out anymore. We're just going to lump you all together and say, all you sexy motherfuckers and sexy fatherfuckers.
Every single one, especially you.
Love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you're going to do it.
We love you. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to love yourself hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get it. All right. And if nothing else, I love you, lady. Take care.
I love you too.
And, let's try and do this again.
We should try.
Okay.
You think it's fine. Oh, yeah. Are you okay about it? You're cool with trying it again?
Yeah, we can try it again.
Okay.
I know I'm not the best performer, but I'm always for trying it again.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the insight.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you all later.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later. Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.